Has participant entered? Can you
Yes,
check?
sir. They are entering, sir.
Magesh, can I start?
Yes, Manju, you can.
The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best to today. Good morning to everyone. It's a true pleasure for me to welcome you all for the webinar series on emerging trend and industry, organized by Quickstart Academy in associated with Tagore Engineering College. Now, I would like to call upon Mr. Magesh to propose a welcome speech. Over to you, Magesh.
Thank you, Manjumala. Good morning, everyone. Marketing is a race without a finishing line. It is my great privilege to welcome our day 6 speaker, Mr. Senthil Murugan, Assistant Professor, Christian University, Bangalore. He has experience in various fields, worked as a marketing executive in Graftech Private Limited for 4 years, and he has worked as a client service associate in Enthrall Telecommunication Private Limited for 3 years. And also he worked as a key accountant manager in New Indian Express and as a senior assistant professor in Tagore Engineering College for almost 10 years. Currently, he is working as an assistant professor in Christian University, Bangalore. Now I would like to welcome Mr. Senthil Murugan sir to begin day 6 webinar on the topic of marketing strategies in the times of COVID-19. We welcome you, sir, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Makis, for your wonderful introduction about me. Good morning, all of you. Before start my session, I would like to congratulate and appreciate the members and promoters of Quick Start Academy. Because it is a wonderful vision to start an entrepreneurial venture like this. Normally, it doesn't surprise to see when MBA students starting a venture after completing their studies. But what is really surprising me here is that they have started a venture with in a social entrepreneurship context. It is very seldom to see normally the students who would like to start their career in as an entrepreneur may not go for social entrepreneurship. But these students of Department of Management Studies of Tagore Engineering College have started a venture in social entrepreneurship perspective. I really appreciate you and I feel very proud of you as one of your teacher. It is really great things to do this kind of endeavor. And I've been observing your webinar series for last 1 week. It is really good. You've been doing extremely well, like a professional. I didn't find any lapse in your effort for this webinar series. I feel very happy because I am also one of this participant as a I really feel happy to be one of the resource person for your webinar series. Thank you so much for inviting me. Really, I couldn't participate your inaugural session, which held virtually 1 month back due to some other program. But now I feel very happy to participate in this webinar series as one of resource person. Thank you. Now let me move forward to my session, right? Right. Right. For almost last four months, we are witnessing exponential growth of COVID-19 cases throughout the world. Each and every day, the number of cases are growing very exponentially. It already made a significant impact in global economy, but some experts, particularly a few economists, perceive that this is going to be a deep dive in global economy than any other recession we experienced for last 100 years. We had experienced almost 18 recession for last 100 years, but some people, some economists project that this is going to be very worse than the earlier recession, like the Great Depression, which occurred in USA and Europe in the year 1930s. But let us be optimistic because we don't want to see everything in negative manner. These kind of recession have the nasty habit of destroying business, because even if you see the history, business suffered a lot during recession time. Even the last one, which occurred in the year 2008, almost destroyed 4 lakh businesses across the world. They become bankrupt, and finally they had to close their business because of not able to survive with economic conditions. But this one is really a challenging period for business people because they are in a position to take some sufficient step to confront this situation. But I won't say that the recession always bring only the challenges and threat to the business. Sometimes it brings some opportunity also to the certain kind of businesses. Some businesses, particularly the essentials and certain extent comfort businesses, will survive. So it is for most important duty for businessmen, particularly the top people, to craft some appropriate strategy to survive. Having said a little while ago, some businesses can survive because it may provide essential product and services. It can survive, and even they can earn some decent profit also. But some businesses, it may be it may doing business in the category of comfort or luxury goods and services. It is very difficult to survive because the people already, some section of people would have lost their job, and they may not have any regular income with them. Even the people who have in active employment role and earning decent amount of salary also will be reluctant to buy any luxury or comfort goods in future, because their future is totally uncertain. Nobody knows how long this situation will prevail, and we are unsure about our job security. So in that situation, it's a common tendency for the people that they postpone their purchases, and normally skeptical in their consumption activities. So it is really a challenge for businesses, to come out of this situation. When demand is saturating, we have no other way to survive. So some businesses would like to even earn profit at this situation, because by identifying the opportunity, some businesses simply would like to survive in the market as long as this challenging period get over. If you're really in comfort or luxury kind of product and services, the ultimate aim of the business will be survival until the worst is get over. Some businesses will really find opportunity in this situation. So we are going to see how some businesses are really finding opportunity in these situations through redesigning and changing their marketing strategy. And you know very well that normally the top management will take some appropriate strategy to combat this situation. But moreover, the more onus is in the shoulder of marketing professional. You know very well that marketing is the only one functionality in business that drive revenue for businesses. So all other functionalities, let it be operations, HR, finance, these functionalities deal with the expenditure. But only the one functionality in business which derive revenue for the organization is marketing. So there will be high responsibility for the marketing manager, especially the top people. It could be CMO or vice president along with their team members. They have to actively work rather than other top manager from different functionalities. So based on the situation, they have to change their strategy. They've been following some kind of strategy quite long time, but it is a time to alter or modify their strategy based on prevailing situations. So first and foremost thing I would say, to formulate the right kind of strategy, they need to understand the customer value. Customer value is the first talk of business to deliver the profit to the business. So here, rather than going into the theory in a theoretical manner, I just want to know some input from the participants. So here, I want to know what do you mean by customer value? It will be nice if you could provide answer within a single or two word. For that, you can go Mentimeter. I just share the link and code. You can, as you can see, you can follow this code. In the meanwhile, I'll share the link in your chat box, so you can enter your answers in the chart. One moment. So I'm not able to find chat box because this platform, the Zoom platform, is totally new to me. One moment.
Sir, inside that more option, you can find some.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, you can use this link and also code. Okay, log into Mentimeter and post your entries. It will be nice if you could post your answer within single or two words. One moment. Sorry guys, one moment, I'll come. I'm just searching. All right, I'm started. Sorry for delay. I'm started getting answer. Hope you will be able to see this. Mango, customer relationship, customer benefit. All right, customer benefit. It's almost relatively right. Willingness. Yeah, we are getting answer. I don't think what is coconut oil related to. Safety, the needs, product or service, forecast, mango. Okay. So only 6 people have made their answers so far. Should I wait for some more time or may I close this? Okay, I thought we will get larger crowd, but we have received very limited crowd. So you may post your answer even if it is wrong. I don't know why some people are reluctant to post. Anyway, I'll stop sharing this. Right. As I said, we need to understand the customer value first before formulating a strategy. The customer value is the core for formulating a strategy. Without knowing the customer value, it is difficult to understand the consumer behavior and formulate a strategy which is up to customer needs. As I said earlier, some companies find opportunity because of this COVID-19 situations. Some companies find challenges, but whatever it may be, I just see it's a time to rethink their customer value because before COVID-19 situation, the customer value, the perceived value of customers about our product and services will be different. Let me just tell you what is the meaning of customer value, because I didn't get proper answer from your end, except only one answer I received from someone as benefit. So customer value is reflects some of perceived tangible and intangible benefits and cost, right? It's a tangible and intangible perceived value to the cost, in the sense that normally customer value increase when the quality of the product or service increase, when when the service of the product or service increase, it will increase. It will decrease when the price is increased. But if you see the present situation, as I mentioned a little while ago, the people are already in a great depression due to uncertain about their economic future. The people started saving and they reduced their spending significantly. Therefore, iPhone would have perceived as a high value product before 4 months, will be perceived now as a costly product. Some customers wouldn't have minded to spend 70,000 or 50,000 for iPhone 7 4 months or 5 months earlier, but now that particular customer will definitely think twice to buy a new iPhone. Similarly, the Harley Davidson is sold for 7 lakhs or more. Some group of customer would have found that is a valuable one before 4 months or 5 months, because they thought that they will have a regular income in the coming days. So they wouldn't have minded to spend 7 lakhs or 8 lakhs for buying an Harley Davidsons earlier. But now majority of consumers will definitely think whether they should buy Harley Davidson now. So this is a situation will prevailing for all kind of product and services. So it's a time for marketers to understand the customer value during this point in time. Because it is totally different period where consumer will have different kind of perception about their spending. So based on the developing situation, they need to find value exploration, in the sense that even the COVID-19 situation may provide some opportunity for marketers in terms of in terms of certain needs and wants. So the primary responsibility of marketing people need to find out latent needs. Is there any needs which is not which is not fulfilled by the existing product and services? If they could find that particular need, they can create a new kind of product or services. Then they should think about how it can be effectively delivered to the consumers at this point in time. So the effective marketing strategy will start with finding the customer value, because it's a really tough time. Consumers will have different set of mind in their consumption expenditure. They need to find right kind of customer value in terms of finding opportunities. Once you found the opportunity in the market, then you need to create a new product and services in order to fulfill that particular opportunity. And you should also think how you can effectively deliver the product to the consumers, right? So what is marketing marketing strategy? I don't want to tell any theoretical explanation here. I just tell you that it is a game plan, a course of action carried out in order to achieve the objectives of marketing. Normally, the companies would have formulated certain kind of strategies 2 years before or 3 years before, in keep in mind for next to 5 years or next to 10 years. But this COVID-19 situation is totally unanticipated. Nobody thought that this will happen in between now. So now they have to change their strategy. It's quite common in business communities change their strategy based on the situation. Now they will have to change the strategy just for survival. So first and foremost objective of marketers will be survive in the challenging time. Some company might find opportunity, so they may also try to get more revenue out of this situation. But first and foremost aim will be survive in this tough situation. So they will create some kind of strategy to survive. So first thing is, as I said, it will be a course of action or game plan to be taken in order to achieve the marketing objective. I would say that marketing objective will be the destination, and marketing strategies will be the passage or pathway to achieve that particular destination. So at this point in time, some companies' aim will be simply survive until the crisis time is get over, or some company would like to get more profit out of these situations, right? So it is common that companies will go for different kind of strategies, right? If you see the strategic planning chart, you can understand 3 kind of strategies exist. It is quite common. See, this is over the period of time, the sales. So company would have projected some kind of desired sales for a long term. So this will be the point where company wants to achieve revenue. Then this could be the point where company is suffering due to this kind of COVID situations. So the company need to go this point from this point. This area is called the strategic planning gap. So companies had a different kind of strategy earlier in order to attain their projected revenue here. But now due to this situation, their sale already tipped, the demand is saturated, so that they are in very lower positions. If the company still allow this position continue, their revenue will fall below their operating cost. If their revenue likely to fall below their operating cost, then it is very difficult to survive in the market for a long time. So company has to take companies have to take some some serious decision of terminating the business. So in order to avoid that kind of serious fact is happen, it has to seek some kind of growth strategies. So first growth strategy will be intensity growth. I'll tell about what is intensity growth. Then they may go for integrated growth and diversification growth. So at this point in time, I don't think that integrated growth strategy is a right one. Integrated growth strategy is the right one, or diversification growth strategy is also appropriate one for adopt, because these strategies require more resources and cost, and it is not at all advisable at this point in time when we are not having any clue about future demand. So a company can try to increase their growth opportunities, or try to enhance their revenue through intensity growth opportunities, only intensity growth opportunities. So which require very least resources and money to achieve that, while comparing integrated growth and diversification growth. So they require very limited resources, so that it's not going to be big burden for company at this point in time, right? Mostly company would like to achieve their growth through intensity growth strategies, right? So this you will be aware about ANSOP matrix. It's a very popular matrix. This is also this ANSOP matrix is applicable even for this kind of worst time. We can't say that ANSOP is applicable for only the regular time. ANSOP is applicable for even this kind of time. So there are 4 different kind of intensity growth strategies. First one is market penetration, product development, market development, and diversification. If you see this grid, you can understand, right? So these strategies, you will start market penetration. You can do market penetration strategy with your existing product, with your existing market, in the sense that you won't go for any new market, or you are not going to develop any new product. You will be finding the way to generate more revenue, or at least maintain your existing revenue through taking certain steps through market penetration. Then market development strategy is you will go for new product which is not different from your existing product. Mostly the companies will develop a new product in align with their existing product line. They won't go for any completely new product, but they'll try to develop a new product for their existing customer group or existing market. Then third one, market development strategy. So here they will find out new kind of market with their existing product, right? So first, let me tell you, I'm not going to teach you about this concept. I'm just going to synchronize how this intensity growth strategy can be applicable for this present scenario. And I also have taken certain example how companies are presently implementing this intensity growth strategy in align with present situation. So first, let us see a market penetration strategy, right? Right now, you're, as I said a little while ago, you don't have any intention to go for developing a new product, or you're not any idea. You don't have any idea to go for any new customers or new market. You simply wants to develop your business, or you develop your sales growth with your existing product or services within your existing market, in the sense that you can approach your existing customers to make you can approach them to use more and more your product through your marketing communication, or you can target non-users. There are some non-users always exist in the market. They never use your product or service categories. You can approach them to use your product in this situation. or you can also target your competitors' customers. You can also target your competitors' customers and induce them to shift over to your product or your services. So this is how you can increase your sales in the present situation. Now let us see how companies are presently doing market penetration strategy. The Tetral is a very popular product in the market quite long time, right? We know that it find huge opportunity. Even 2 days before, I did not find a stock in one particular store here in my hometown. They said that the stocks exhausted as soon as it comes. So such a huge demand is for Reckitt Benescar's Dettol product. But if you see closely their present advertisement, how they are disseminating their communication to their existing customer group, they say that the Dettol is the ultimate the theme of their advertisement is it is a product for multiple uses. Means that they are encouraging the multiple uses of their product for the hygiene purposes. If you could watch clearly, you can understand that they strongly emphasize the Dettol can be used for multiple usage. That is a theme of their present communications. Similarly, Hindustan Unilever's Lysol also adopting the same concept. So if you compare their previous communication and present communication, they target many non-users, even also the competitor customers use their product. So these kind of products really finds more demand and opportunity at present situations. So they wants to make as much as revenue during this period of time, right? And one more example, if you see Blue Pond's Red Label Nature Care, they also their present marketing communication strongly stress use this kind of product, because that particular Nature Care tea contains some natural herbs, so that will have the capability of increasing the immunity. So the present message is targeting such a manner. You would have seen that a small boy who actually gives a tea to a watchman who is suffering by sneezing and cold, right? So through that message, they strongly advocate the consumers to use this product in order to avoid any kind of cold or sneezing, in the sense that they indirectly say that herbal ingredients will prevent viruses and germs intruded into your body, right? If you see next advertisement, the Colgate Vedashakti, just 3 months before, 4 months before, the Colgate Vedashakti was advertising with famous actor Jyotika along with some other housewives who are discussing in a supermarket. They were discussing about Vedashakti and its ingredients and pills. But the present campaign strongly advises the consumers that the mouth is the entry point for viruses. The mouth is the entry point for viruses, right? So if you prevent, if you clean and prevent, if you maintain hygienity and clean your mouth, it will the barricade for viruses entering into mouth. So look at that target message, how they are targeting and how they are really encouraging the existing and potential consumer to use their product based on the opportunity available at this point in time. Even I have the video clip of that. You can see how this particular brand is disseminating their communication to the target audiences.
Colgate Vedashakti. பாருங்கப்பா, இது உங்க வாய், இதுதான் entry point. இங்க பாருங்க, வாயில ராத்திரி பூரா அழுக்கு கிருமிகள் நேரா உள்ள. கோல்கேட் வேதசக்தியின் 5 ஆயுர்வேத பொருட்களின் ஃபார்முலா கிருமிகளை வாயிலேயே நீக்கி உள்ள போகாம தடுக்கும். எனவே வாய் சுத்தமாகும், நீங்களும் ஹெல்தி. கோல்கேட் வேதசக்தி, வாய் சுத்தம் என்றால் நீங்களும் ஹெல்தி.
All right, this is a wonderful message how to create awareness even for their non-users. So definitely the people who are watching that particular message would think about switch over to that particular brand. The people who already use some other brand might think that while using Vedashakti, they can prevent viruses to get entered into their body at this time, right? Similarly, if you see the Abbott Pharmaceuticals Limited's Pediasure, they also strongly emphasize about immunity, the immunity ingredients and immunity. So they are also indirectly sending a message that when child having this product, that will enhance the immunity in the body. So we are all know that when we have a strong immunity, we can easily fight with we can fight against coronaviruses. So they are targeting such a way. Earlier, if you see their message, maybe the immunity may be the part of their message, but now they exclusively sending the message to consumer that when you are having the Pediasure, you can enhance your immunity. So there's a kind of strategy how they change their marketing communications based on the situations. So these are the companies are in the race to find more opportunity based on these present situations, right? So this is a right time for them to attract more new customers and also attract competitive customers, right? Then it was very surprising to see this message a couple of days before in the newspaper on Coimbatore based sweet stall. Actually, that particular article did not mention about that particular sweet stall's name, but it was a headline that that particular sweet stall, which has 3 branches in Coimbatore city, advertised that their particular Mysore Pak, which was made with herbals, has the capability of preventing coronaviruses. I surprised to see that. See, a small retailer how make use of this situation among their target customers. You see, later some customers complained about that. It was into inquiry whether they, that particular Mysore Pak really has the ingredients that will able to fight against coronavirus. We don't want to go deeper into that, but see how even a small retailer want to make use of this opportunity for their business favor. It's an example. Then it is very interesting to see the penetration strategy. You would have seen Santosh, the Wipro's Chandu Soap's marketing communication 3 months or 4 months before. There were some popular actors featuring in their advertisement, right? Like Karthik in Tamil, Varun in Kannada, and Mahesh Babu in Telugu, and Akshay in Hindi. So those people featured in advertisements, and they admired about one married woman's glowing skin. So their positioning was about always even when I was a childhood, I've been seeing Sandhu's marketing message was targeting a woman who can maintain very good glow in their face, even though they get married, even though they get aged. That was the positioning of Chandu's product. But recently, I couldn't believe they've been maintaining very good image and strong positioning among their target customers. But Chandu presently changed positioning based on the situation. See, now they strongly advocate Chandu can be used for washing their hands. I can't believe because this kind of changing their positioning might affect in their long run. But I don't know why Chandu is targeting for their present situations.
अखबार के साथ बीमारी तो अंदर नहीं ले आई। क्या कुछ देर तक सामान बाहर ही रख देना चाहिए था? सब्जियों को धोना ही क्या काफी है? इन सब सवालों के जवाब जानूं या ना जानूं, पर एक बात तो पक्की है, संतूर से 20 सेकंड तक हैंड वॉश दिन में कई बार और 2 बार नहाने से हम वायरस से बच सकते हैं।
मामा का कैसे सबसे बेस्ट।
Yeah, that was really surprising. They totally changed their positioning due to these situations, right? But however, they're maintaining that their core positioning also. So this is how marketers are trying to find opportunities without targeting some other market or not introducing any new product. This is one kind of category. Through penetrations, they try to find more revenue opportunities. at least even if they are not able to get more revenue, at least they can maintain their existing sales with their existing customers, right? Then next one is product development strategy. Many companies started developing new products based on this prevailing situation. So they found a huge number of opportunities due to the COVID situations. You know very well that I no need to say, you know very well that there is a huge demand for hand sanitizers, floor washings, and other kind of hygienic products. So many companies, they inherently, the chemical companies, started developing new product in order to capture this situation. So product development strategy is something developing a new product, in align with their existing product line, and targeting their existing customers, existing customers. Let us see. It's a very popular. I found one very valid information in the newspaper that many fast-moving consumer goods companies like ITCs, Dauber, Marico, and Godrej have launched numerous new products in order to meet the sudden demand in the market. They have come up with various new products because they are already in that FMGC category, and they started developing new product and launched already. They launched most of the product in the market. And one more interesting things I identified through market information. According to the Nielsen's information, there was a huge demand for hand wash segment. The Nielsen's statistic says that there is a 60% increase in March and subsequent months for hand wash segments. Earlier it was only 7% growth. If you see the floor cleaners growth, it's doubled almost. 24% increases in the demand for floor cleaning growth products, and there is a mammoth growth for hand sanitizer. It is around 340% of sales growth for hand sanitizers. You know that even the people during the March, people almost invaded into the stores and purchased like anything. Even many people purchased a huge amount of sanitizers. So this was really an opportunity for many people, many people who were even in some other businesses also. Earlier, only HUL and Reckitt Benescas are popular brands, are popular companies who are catering these kind of products. But now many companies also entered into this particular market. Now HUL and Reckitt Benescas got competitions. Even if you see some modern trade products, especially the Chyawanprash, which received 81% of sales growth for last 2 and 3 months. Earlier, it experienced only 2%. Normally, it experienced only 2% growth. But whereas there was a huge hike in their sales, about 81%. Similarly, branded honey also. There is a 35% increase for branded honey products. Also, turmeric, the same level of growth also witnessed for turmeric product in the market. Very recently, I see this particular brand in the market. This is from Kevin Care. The Kevin Care is a very popular FMCG company. They actually 30 years before they totally rocked the Indian market with sachet concept. You all are aware about that. Even Kevin Care was a nightmare for HUL and P&G 30 years before. Even they are maintaining very good position in the market right now. Also, they came up with a new product. So Kevin Care is basically a chemical company, well that. So it is not a totally a diversity product for them. So they developed a new product for meeting the need of cleaning the gadgets, right? So the message. I don't need to talk about that much. So they particularly target. They are advising the consumer to use this particular product rather than using some other sanitizers, which might affect the your electronic gadgets, right? Then if you see Savlon, ITC Savlon also come up with new kind of products. Then Reckitt Benescas, Dettol, they also come up with this new kind of spray kind of product. Then HUL's Lysol, these are all new kind of product launched in the market, particularly targeting the present demand. Then you might come across this particular product also, Ramraj. It's apparel products, right? They come up with they entered into this particular product, right? It's a almost it's a it is not a different product to develop, so they are already in this business, so they simply fabricated this to targeting their customers. Similarly, their rival Boomer also introduced face masks in order to cater the present situations, right? And this is not exceptional to service industry as well, even service industry also. If you see the hotel industry, just 2 months before, ITC introduced the concept of Be Assure. Be Assure in the sense that they are following, they got some accreditation from the National Accreditation Board for Hospitals and Healthcare, NABH. They got their accreditations. In that, through that, they are following the protocol of NABH for maintaining hygienity in their hotel premises. You know very well that now consumers normally reluctant to stay in hotels because of the coronavirus outfit. So they might think that they will doubt about whether the hotels are maintaining really hygienity or not. So they will not think about staying in the hotel. So in order to eliminate that kind of fear, ITC come up with a new kind of added feature, that is Be Assure, in the sense that they simply following the protocol of NABH for maintaining hygienity, so that they send a message to their existing customers and new customers that the ITC premises are very safe for their accommodations and stay. So they lure the consumers by drying out the fear in the minds of the consumers, right? So this is also providing more opportunity for techie companies also. A conference, People Link is one kind of video conferencing company. They wanted to considering the present opportunity, they started developing a new product, a new video conferencing product applicable to different kind of industry. So now we are all using common platform, let it be Zoom or Google Meet or WebEx. These platforms are common for all kind of meetings. But what People Link, an Indian-based startup, is trying to do is they are developing a video conferencing app which is applicable to each and every industry. It means that education industry need different kind of features, like we may have some different rooms within the platform. So we may have different kind of rooms to send. So that is available in Zoom also. But however, based on the industry requirement, they are developing a different kind of product for different kind of industry. So there is a different kind of product for education industry, different kind of product for IT, different kind of product for other manufacturing industry, by identifying their requirements. And Bharat Live is one kind of startup from Uttarakhand, is developing an alternative video conferencing product for Zoom. Because we got some notification from a certain government authority 1 month or 1.5 months before, because we should be very careful about using Zoom, because its server is not in India, it is somewhere in US. So our confidential information likely to be recorded by the people in remote place. So in order to avoid that kind of security issues, an Indian-based startup called Bharat Live is in the process of developing an alternate video conferencing app for alternative to Zoom. So this is how people are developing a new product based on the opportunities available at present in the market. Right. The next one is market development strategy. Here, actually, as per this strategy, companies will not develop any new kind of products, or services, but they try to find an opportunity from new market. So they try to find opportunity. They try to find opportunity with their existing product with the new market, in the sense that they likely to expand their geographical coverage from suppose. The company is catering product and services only in the state of Tamil Nadu. They likely to expand to all other southern states, or they already had their presence in southern states. They would like to seek opportunity from northern part of our country, or they already already have their presence in throughout the country. They will they look for opportunity beyond the border of countries. This is one case of market development. Or sometimes companies would like to find opportunity through setting up new kind of marketing channel. So earlier company may provide product and services only in one particular channel. Means that they try to find out new kind of channels, like they may be only in the traditional way of selling in their physical stores. They now find a new platform through setting of e-commerce, or they target, earlier they might target only to household consumers. Now they may target business consumers or some institutional consumers, etc. So this is how the company try to increase their sales through market development strategy, which means that they will not develop any new product, but they try to find out new kind of business avenues in new market. This advertisement you would have noticed in televisions, Asian Paints, right? The people might postpone their painting activity for their homes or business premises due to this COVID issues. Normally the painting requires more number of painting human resources to paint. There may be around 5 to 10 people needed. So allowing them into our houses may be danger, right? So we might think that the safety angle. So the Asian Paints don't want to experience any saturation in the sales, so they find new way of promoting their business, like setting up new kind of service, like safe painting service. So I don't want to explain much, because you know about the services presently provided by Asian Paints. It's a wonderful market development strategy, so that they actually wipe out the fear of their customers, so that even if they want to go moreover, the festival season is going to come. Normally these kind of people will get more business opportunity during the festival seasons. So normally in India, festival season will start from September to January. So people definitely will postpone their painting activities for the next year. So in order to avoid that kind of saturation in their sales, well in advance, they have come up with a new kind of strategy. This will really clear the doubts of people, or really eliminate the fear in the minds of people that if you allow people to paint, that might affect this pandemic, right? So this is a very good strategy. You'll all know that. Then again, Amazon, right? Amazon also came up with a new kind of services in the sense that no contact delivery and adhering to the WHO norms. It's a kind of value-added their service. Through that, they're targeting even new customers. So the people who reluctant earlier to order through online, also most likely to order now through Amazon's this kind of assurances, right? It's not only to Amazon, even the small business people started using online. It is a Hyderabad-based Uza muffin. It also ensured that this muffin product can be delivered in the consumer store tip on the call. This is an example of how companies are also developing a market, how they are really finding new kind of marketing opportunity here. Then I no need to say the Lenskart, right? Already delivering the spectacle products in the consumer's doorstep. They come up with new kind of messages. Then new kind of spectacles also started following Lenskart methodology of delivering the product. Then banking customers also not exceptional. They also targeting new kind of segments. Normally, a majority of us migrated to online banking at the time of demonetization. But still, some consumers, like we would say the laggards and the late adopters, they are afraid about using online banking. They are thinking that online banking is not safe to use it. So now it is a chance to target those kind of non-users, the bankers. Not only the South Indian bank, almost majority of the banks targeting a segment who are all not at all using online platforms. So they are targeting their customers who are all not using online platform. So this is an opportunity. This is the right time to target those kind of customers, to make them to shift from physical platform to online platform. So this is how companies are really develop the markets with their existing product and services, right? Then diversification strategy, right? This is a very risky strategy because it needs more resources, more money, it's not a right time to get involved in diversification strategy, because no one absolutely know about absolutely not we are not totally no clear picture about what will happen in future, how long this pandemic situation will prevail, whether it's going to be for 3 months or whether it's going to be for next 6 months or even for 1 year. We don't have any clear picture. So it is not advisable to invest more by diversifying into some other businesses, but companies can diversify into a concentric diversification. So concentric in the sense that they can develop a product in line with their existing product and existing technology, so they can target the same market, like a product development market. But it is not at all advisable go for conglomerate diversification, which is means that totally starting a business new to their existing business, or even horizontal diversification also not advisable, which means that acquiring either suppliers business or customers business, even acquiring rivals business. It is not at all advisable at this point in time. So only diversification companies can do is concentrate diversification. It will not make much risk, though it is a risk. We are still developing a product in line with our existing product, existing market, and existing technology. Right. Recently, I come across this news. Recent in the sense, I come across this news 1.5 months before in the newspaper that Baba Ramdev has a proposal to start a new e-commerce platform as against Amazon and Walmart owned Flipkart. It is really surprising, and it's very risky also, because already the Walmart, Flipkart, and Amazon acquired all other small e-commerce platform in India. So they play as a duopoly in our Indian market. I don't think how the Baba Ramdev going to start a new e-commerce platform, new e-commerce company against these two magnificent rivals. Anyway, let us wait and see how they are going to start this particular platform. But anyway, this is going to be no doubt starting an e-commerce company is definitely going to be a huge opportunity for our market for next 2 or 3 decades at least. But let us wait and see. And JSW Paints foray into hand sanitizer business. This is one example of concentric diversification. They are not into. They are already a chemical company, a paint company. They entered into hand sanitizer business. It's a kind of concentric diversification. They are not into any other diversifications. Not only JSW Paint, even Asian Paint, even many other chemical companies started producing hand sanitizers product for last couple of months. Right. So this particular article saying optimistically about diversification will happen after post-habit pandemic situation. Definitely more diversification will happen post COVID-19 situation, at not now, right? Right. So with that, now I want to pinpoint the certain kind of strategies given by the world popular CEOs and leaders. Let us see what they have, what they are talking about marketing strategy at this situation. So this statement delivered by the president and CEO of Via Media. So what he has said, staying relevant to the consumers' need today, that means reassuring them about how companies or brand is responding to the pandemic situations. So he strongly insists that companies should be stay relevant to their existing consumers' needs, and they should reassure how the company or brand is responding to the pandemic. So this is not a time to convince our consumer or existing customers to buy our product or services. Rather than go for that, we should be relevant to their exact needs. So we should try to fulfill their present needs rather than convincing them to go for buy. And what you can do, how the brand or company can respond to the pandemic, right? This particular commercial will clearly explain this this particular situation. Let us see. This is Life by Hand Wash advertisement.
Learn how to wash hands from hands. First, water and soap. Then, friendship. Fighting. Crocodile.
key. And wash away germs. And we're done. Wash your hands with soap, any soap and water. Learn how to.
Right. This communication is a very good example for the HUL's Lifebuoy's adherence to the consumer's need. Right. They actually tells how to wash our hands. Right. This is the advocacy message. Also, it shows that they care about their existing customers. Right. So this is how companies should react to this situation rather than go for convincing them, or this is not a right time to send a convincing message to consumers. So this is how companies should react to the present situations. This particular Hamam advertisement also strongly tell you their different messages. Earlier, you know the same concept. Right, Steve? Right. This is totally different communication, right? They are simply advising not only Hamam or any other soap you can use. They're advising that you can use Hamam or any other soaps. Ultimately, people will prefer to Hamam because this time they are not talking about any other concept. Simply stay inside. They are advising the consumer stay inside and use Hamam or any other soap. So they are not strongly insisting their existing customers and other consumers to use only Hamam. Even let it be the Lifebuoy's hand wash or HUL's Hamam soap. They are not strongly advising to use only Hamam to prevent viruses or prevent yourself from viruses. They're saying that use Hamam or Lifebuoy's Lifebuoy or any other soaps. It's a right kind of message in right point in time, right? This is not a time to go for convincing messages, right? The second, one moment. Right. The second message is from Andrew Walker, the CEO of SIP7 Digital. He says that move the brand online to stay connected to your consumers. Right. Many companies many companies started their online platform 10 years before, even 15 years before, when digital revolution was happening in India. But still, some companies stick on to their traditional way of delivering the product and services. Means that they delivered their product and services only in their retail outlets, malls, or some specific premises. But that kind of traditional approach will not help them to survive in the market anymore. It's a really right time. Majority of Indian companies, servicing their consumers both in brick and click way. But many companies, not many companies, still a few companies serving their consumers only in brick and mortars, right? So it is not a right strategy. So traditional way of delivering the product and services will not help anymore. Moreover, the consumers now, this is really an opportunity for consumers well versed with their online platforms. So in future, definitely they will learn the habit of buying through online. So now, in order to survive, even the traditional companies should change their focus towards online. Otherwise, it is very difficult to survive. Then if you see the third one, the focus on strengthening relationship with customers, right? So now it is a time to maintain relationship with your customers. Though the consumers may not buy your product or services right now, if you could maintain the customers, if you could maintain very good relationship with your existing customers, you can retain them for future also. So it is not a right time to get revenue from them, but simply they are Mr. Tony Kavant advocating us that you simply maintain a relationship with your existing customers, so that in future they will stick on with us. They will not switch over to any other companies. They will be loyal customers and they will stick on with us. And in future, they're likely to turn to us and buy more. So that is a message given by Tony Kevin. Let us see how this message. I'm just telling this particular message to support for that particular statement. Look at this Britannia Gute advertisement. Presently, some actor, I think Teresa or someone is selling good day from her store for getting some papers. So that's also good message. However, this particular message simply, this is a new campaign that rolled out just 3-4 days before. Rather than telling any, rather than telling their brand, they simply spreading the smile among their consumer. Look at this. So here there is no brand message. So in this communication, they simply spread the smile, means that they understand the consumer, is not a right time. Consumers are in fear and the panic because of exponential growth of this pandemic. So they are simply, they're passing the message that be happy and raise their happiness. Also, that particular communication says that Britannia's contribution to this pandemic situations, right? This is not about selling their product. This is simply maintaining relationship with customers and maintaining their brand image with the customers. So this is how it's this kind of communication strategy should be disseminated to our existing customers. Simply maintaining the relationship with them, they will be remain our customers in future, right? So we do not lose our existing customers. We should maintain the relationship through maintaining this kind of communications. So we move to next statement is from infusing empathy from consumers. So it's a time to showing empathy on our consumers rather than involving in hardcore selling. So we must show empathy on our communication, on our marketing communications. So Groupon 3 Roses, HUL's Groupon 3 Roses is very popular for this kind of communications. It is not exceptional. The recent advertisement also, it shows empathy on the COVID-19 passengers. This is how they show empathy on their COVID-19 passengers. See, this is an evidence how they are showing empathy.
அவனை தனியா இருக்க சொன்னாங்க, ஒட்டு மொத்தமா ஒதுக்கி வைக்க சொல்லல. நாம தள்ளி இருந்தும் ஒற்றுமையை காட்டலாம். ஒற்றுமையின் சுவை.
So any COVID patient really seeing this advertisement will have more affinity with the Groupon 3 Roses, right? Such a strong message they are disseminating to their existing customer. Even if any pandemics COVID-19 patient who is not at all a customer of Groupon 3 Roses, after seeing this message, definitely they will have a affinity with this particular brand. So this is a way we attract our consumers by showing our empathy rather than simply passing hardcore brand messages, right? Then the Mark Liberman's statement also strongly says that avoid hard sell and reaffirm commitment to the long run, right? This statement also, like the earlier statement given by some other leading CEOs statement. So they strongly advocate us to avoid hardcore sell at this point in time. So it is not a time to sell our product or services to our consumer. It's a time to create long-term commitment with our existing customers. This particular advertisement I come across on website, right? See the message. It is an one health insurance product. They pass the message. It is not a hardcore selling approach, but it is a soft approach to sell their product, right? We are all doing something to maintain good health, but life can be unexpected, right? So if you want to know more, you have to click that, right? So once you click that, they talk about their product. So the Digital Health is a company. The Digital Health insurance covers pandemic declared coronavirus students. See that this is how we can approach our consumers to sell our product or services. Then another one, again, this kind of advertisement I see in online only. Choose peace over panic. It's a kind of approach, right? Here they are not making any hardcore selling. This particular message given by the Art of Living organization, right? So later, once you click, they give message like this: online meditation and breath work. So that will really help us to prevent us get suffered by coronaviruses. Then this advertisement you might have come across. This is the last video I'm showing to you. So GRP's commitment. See, they are not making any hardcore sale, but they are reassuring to the customers that their product is being manufactured in absolute hygienic and safe conditions. So this and all will do commitment.
Seating arrangements inside the bus ensures social distancing. Temperature screening is carried out a second time before the employee enters the factory. Gear, masks, and protective clothing are compulsory for everyone entering the process and packaging unit. Hand wash and sanitizing stations are strategically placed. Factory operations are planned in such a way that social distancing is maintained inside the factory too. The factory is cleaned and sanitized frequently. Being an ISO 22000 certified company, processing is carried out by following strict GMP, GHP, and HACCP standards to ensure high level of quality and food safety. Starting from our factory till the product reaches our consumers, GRP ensures safety measures at every stage. That's the effort we take to be in the hearts of our consumers as a brand that stands for purity and quality.
So note the statement. That's an effort we take to stand in the hearts of the consumer. Yeah, that is what needed. Need of the time. You need to stand in the hearts of the consumer. You should not expect more revenue from consumers. Now, if you could stand in their hearts, then you win the consumers in future. So most of the companies should do this kind of strategy only in their communications, right? We need to win the heart of consumers, not their wallet. So that's a concluding message I want to tell you guys who are going to be a marketing manager in your future endeavors, right? Then one more strategy, if the companies are really struggling, if the companies are really struggling, they may follow any kind of this strategy. So most of our focus was on consumer product, but this is also applicable to some B2B product also, right? If you see that, if you are struggling in your business because of COVID-19, if your answer is yes, there are two kind of opportunity. Can we offer our product or services online? Yes. If you want to offer your product in online, yes. Example, many retail products and services now came online. Even the education institutions also serving through online. This is an example. So if you're really struggling, you go for online. If no, you're not go, say, can we use our infrastructure to produce a product and services that are in demand? If it is yes, yeah, you can use your infrastructure to produce some other product and services. Examples, insurance and manufacturing. You would have heard the news about the American automobile chain like General Motors and Ford changed their manufacturing facilities to produce medical devices such as ventilators, for producing ventilators. That is an example. If your infrastructure is if you're not able to market your product or services, you can use your infrastructure for producing some other product or services, right? So that's an example. Do it. Or right, even your infrastructure cannot be used for some other purposes. Then no, if your answer is no, you just focus on loss mitigation. Then better you focus on loss mitigation process, like airlines and tourism. The tourism sector is one of the worst sector affected by COVID-19 because people are afraid to go outside. I don't think that how long will take restriction in this particular sector. Similarly, airline also, right? So what are the major steps taken in airline and tourism sectors? A lot of layoff happened in these sectors. Many things happen because they want to avoid the loss, so they have no other way than doing that kind of activities. Then you're not struggling. Look at the companies. If you are not struggling due to the COVID-19 opportunities, then you can acquire infrastructure to expand more production and product. So it means that yes, you can go for acquiring more infrastructure or product, like example, e-commerce companies, logistic companies and healthcare companies, right? They are it's the right time for them to acquire more infrastructures and expanding their production facilities, right? Because they are the businesses, they get a huge amount of opportunity because of COVID-19 situation, so they go for further expansions, right? No, if you don't want to go for any further expansion, the answer will be you continue to operate normal while exploring new opportunities like FMGC or pharma. You don't want to go expansions, but you can operate with your existing infrastructure and facilities, and you can fulfill the needs it's currently existing in the market. That is all about from my end. These are the references I have taken, and if you have any questions, I welcome.
Sir, there's a question in chat box. Ramraj producing along with Banyan Lungis, producing masks during COVID, it is also a kind marketing strategy of a new product development. Your opinion, sir?
It is a product development strategy, new product development strategy. I categorize that particular example into product development strategy only. Means that they are not finding any new kind of material, new kind of manufacturing process. So they have all the infrastructures already. Simply, they develop a new product with their existing technology, existing infrastructures. So it will come under product development strategy only. I actually shown that particular example under a product development strategy itself. That's absolutely right.
Yes, sir. Sir, another question in chat box. Will you please brief the impact of the present COVID on re-engineering process?
A re-engineering process in the sense that, as I mentioned in the beginning of my session, it's a time to understand the customer value, because the customer perceive different kind of value now, because their income is uncertain. They started saving more rather than spending. So consumer expects something very economic. We can classify the product in different categories. I found that some marketers classify the product and service category into 5. Generally we can categorize into 3 categories: essentials, comfort, and luxuries. Even some marketers categorize into 5 categories. So essential, you won't find any saturation in demand for essential product and services. Comfort, you can expect consumer postpone their consumption for future. They need it, but they postpone their purchases for near future. They won't go for buying it immediately. But luxury, people will not think about luxuries for next 2 or 3 years at least, right? You need to think which category your product and services. Based on that, you can definitely re-engineer your product or services, which is affordable to your existing customers at present situations. If not, if you really can't make or convert your product into something very economic or cheap one, better you can maintain, stay alive in the market until the situation is recovered.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Another question in chat box. Sir, if companies are not into a corporate social responsibility related activities, can they survive? If no, why? If yes, why? How?
No, I would say one thing that gradually Indian consumers also aware about corporate social responsibility, because earlier our consumers are not much aware about corporate social responsibility, unlike US and European consumers. US and European consumers do not buy a product or services if the company is not doing any CSR activities. If they think that that particular company is doing against environmental or social things, they simply ignore product and services. So this kind of CSR awareness about CSR among Indian consumers also increasing due to our huge amount of youth and literate consumers. In future, it will be very difficult to survive companies without CSR. Now, as per our Companies Act, recent companies changes in Companies Act, CSR also mandatory. You know very well that companies should spend 5% of their profit on CSR activities. So CSR is viewed as one of the mandatory activities of company. Now, the present consumer also started validating the company's CSR activities, and also the social media awareness. They spread messages if company harming the environment, or if the company is harming social welfare, so social community, or even if they do any harm to their own employees, that message is quickly spreaded among social media. So that will really damage the company's brand image. Therefore, companies also very cautious, and many companies, even small companies, also started contributing towards CSR's effort. So in future, no companies can avoid CSR.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Another question. Will AR or VR?
One moment, I'm not able to hear you properly, Mr. Aswin. One moment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. Now, okay.
Another question in chat box, sir. Will AR or VR enable tourism be the next move? Can it be customized?
Sorry, I'm not clear about what is VR and AR right at this moment. Could you please briefly explain what is VR and AR, so that I'll be able to answer to your question?
Ma'am?
Virtual reality, sir. Virtual reality, 3D, 2D technology.
Okay, virtual reality and 3D technology. Yeah, ma'am. It is that will really come under experiences, because even in future we will have more opportunity in that platform also, because even already there are certain platforms which provide some experiences through VR. Even we can see Taj Mahal from here, from different 3D angles. Even we can see the animals in various zoos from our home. So that will have good business opportunity in future also. But it's again depends on the people's mindset. Some people would like to would want to experience in person. Some people will content with experiencing them through virtually. Again, this will related to the individual's preferences. The people who really like experiencing through virtual mode will look for this kind of opportunity. The people want to have the physical experience will look for experiencing them in person. So no doubt about it. It will have a considerable amount of opportunity in future.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your wonderful question.
Thank you, sir. I got it only through this Vandalur Zoo offering a virtual tourism into their zoological park. You can at any time log in and see the status of animals and so on.
Yes, ma'am. Very recently, I also saw that link, ma'am, in WhatsApp. Yes. Even Taj Mahal. Also, we can watch Taj Mahal from here also in different angle. It really gives a natural experience to us. Even I don't think even if we visit Agra, we'll be able to see in that dimensions. But the virtual give different dimensions, bird's eye view, in different dimensions. A really good experience. Those who are really liking that kind of experiences will adhere to this kind of virtual experiences.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Nice session, sir, was there for last 1 hour. Very real-time cases.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I wanted to take it to real time. Otherwise, the session simply telling the concept, the session will be boring. That is why I wanted to make it relevant to the present scenario. Any other questions from participants' side? Aswin, do you find any questions?
No, sir. That's all, sir. That's all, sir.
That's all. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall we wind up the session there?
Yes.
You had formalities to wind up? Or...
Yes, sir. Hello, Rajkumar.
Yeah. Now I would like to call upon Mr. Ashwin to propose a vote of thanks. Over to you, Ashwin.
Thank you, Manjumata. Once a great man whispered, feeling thankfulness and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. Today, I take the opportunity to put all my gratitude into work. On behalf of the Kickstarter Academy, I would like to thank our resource person, Professor Senthil Murugan, Christ University, Bangalore, for taking his precious time off and consenting to be the speaker. Sir, indeed, your words have inspired the participants. You have enlightened us with your knowledge and presence. Thank you for accepting our invitation, sir. And I thank all the participants who join us today. And participants, please kindly fill the feedback form which is available in chat box. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ashwin. It's
Thank
a
you, sir.
very proud moment to participate in your webinar series.
Thank you.
Thank you for offering this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Take care, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Take care, ma'am.
Good job, students.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
So how do I leave, Mr. Ashwin? I'm not able to see any screen. I'm in my...
Sir, in top you can see leave option, sir.
No, that menu is not appearing for last 10 minutes. I don't know what happened.
Okay, sir.
Zoom I haven't experienced.
Okay, sir. Host can remove it, sir. Vignesh, Magesh. Magesh.
Yes.
So can you please remove me so that I can exit from the meeting?
Sir. Hello.
Remove பண்ணிட்டேன்.
Okay. என்னடா ஒரு நேம் தான்டா கடைசி இது ஆயிடுச்சு. செந்தில் முருகன் வரலடா சார்.